Hey crypto friends, for those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Garrett and welcome to Altcoin Radar. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Bitcoin charts and we are going to see where it might be headed. Now, for those of you who love trading crypto on a regular basis and would like to try out the same exchange that I use on a regular basis, feel free to go ahead and try out the Blowfin exchange with the link in the video description down below this video. I personally love this exchange because they allow anybody from anywhere to be able to sign up and trade crypto futures. So if you are from the United States like I am and you want to trade crypto futures, you can do it right here on the Blowfin exchange. I've been trading here on Blowfin for about 8 months now and have never had any issues, and I absolutely love it here. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin on the macro weekly chart, see what we've got going on here. So as you guys can clearly see, just on this view that I've got going on right now, Bitcoin quite literally has this giant cup and handle formation that has formed on the weekly chart, which is very, very nice to see because, as we all know, with cup and handles, usually 9 times out of 10, they usually end up resulting in a big upside movement. So that is that's obviously what we are all hoping here for to happen. Now, we have been inside of this big, gigantic channel here in Bitcoin in this handle for quite some time now, and it's only a matter of time before we end up breaking out of it. Now, what's cool here about this is ever since we started to drop in March, we realistically have not had 3 good-sized weekly candles in a row going up to the upside. We did right here, but as you guys can clearly see, this third one right here didn't have a full-bodied candle, and it kind of resulted into a gigantic downward movement right after that. Now, I can't say if that's what's going to happen to this one after this third one closes here in 2 hours and 45 minutes, but there is a possibility. I hope it doesn't happen, but if things continue to stay bullish, which I hopefully think they will, then we have a good chance at breaking through this gigantic downtrend that we've got going on right here, and we can start heading upwards towards our current cycle high here of around almost $74,000. Now, the one thing I want to talk about here real quick is this first leg of us going upwards was about, let's see here, it was about 338% worth. All right. Now, if we go ahead and look back at this last bull market from 2021, we can go ahead and we can clearly see that this one went up about 1,170%. All right. Now, we went up about 1,070%, but the overall total bull market, we ended up actually going up a total of around 1,200%. Now, so far, we have only gone up, I already forgot the number. So far, we've only gone up like probably a good quarter of that number. So if we do end up going up a full 1,200%, just for shits and giggles, we're going to go ahead and call it 1,000% just to be conservative here. That would mean we would end up going up here roughly about another, let's see here, I'm so bad at math. Let's see here, 300 plus, about another 900% or so. So if this thing does end up going up another 900%, I mean, there's a good solid chance that we could end up way higher than 100,000, which would be pretty darn cool to see. All right. Now, as far as where we are at right now, we do have some levels that we do need to cross first before we can start to get truly excited for the overall bull market to continue. Realistically, we have got this level right in here. We've got this level right in here, which is right around $69,000, pretty much $70,000 right here. And we've got another level right in here where we had a big double top on the daily, which is around the 72,300 mark as well. So we need to cross those two specific numbers first before we can start to get excited for the possibility of eventually passing this 73,800 level. Now, the other cool thing that I want to show you guys here and point out is the MACD right down here as well. All right. With the MACD here on the hourly or on the weekly chart, we can clearly see the histogram is starting to change lighter colors and seller momentum is starting to get smaller as well, as you guys can clearly see with the bars getting smaller and smaller, and the MACD is about to cross as well, which is going to be very nice because if that does end up crossing, that is fully bullish, just like it was back in here. It crossed and we started moving heavily potentially back upwards to the upside. So if that does end up happening here, that is going to be absolutely awesome. Now, another thing that I want to show you here is we will end up closing this current weekly candle above the 20 period moving average as well, which is also very, very nice to see, and what we also really want to see for the start of a new bullish momentum run as well. As you guys can clearly see here, price is always on top of the 20 EMA every single time that we have bullish a big bullish move. So we are above it once again, and if we can stay above it and start heading higher and higher and higher, we will for sure be on top of the 20 period EMA once again for the long term, for the next few weeks or however long the next big leg ends up going on for. So that is going to be very, very nice to see. So let's go ahead and take a look at the daily chart. Now at the daily chart here, we have got on the daily chart, we are, most people would think, or there's a lot of people that would think that, okay, well, the daily chart is pretty overbought, and technically, yes, it is overbought, but there has been a lot of times, like back in here, during this big swoop to the upside that we had back in March and February and stuff like that, where the MACD actually ended up going way, 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 way higher than where we are currently at right now. So there is a good possibility that we can still go even higher from here. So don't let the indicators fool you into thinking that, yes, it's extremely overbought and it's going to start dropping, immediately or something. We may end up dropping and we may end up correcting a little bit, but if we do end up dropping, I do not expect that we will go down further than the 200 period EMA on here, just to create a higher low. So what could end up happening here is we could end up dropping down through the 20 period, the 50 period, and down to the wherever the 200 period lands as well, and creating a higher low here before gaining momentum to go back upwards, back to the upside. And overall here, that's kind of what I personally see happening here and what I personally want to see happening here as well, because we all have big long-term bags and we all want to cash in on our big long-term bags in the long run. So overall here, you guys, that is wishful thinking, and that's what we all want to see happening here. But overall here, guys, that's going to pretty much do it for this video. So I will go ahead and wrap this one up. But if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit the like button below the video and leave me a comment below on your personal thoughts on where you think Bitcoin is going to go here in the short to midterm. And with that said, guys, for those of you who stuck around and watched this entire video throughout the whole thing, thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate all of you, and I hope to see all of you in my future videos as well.